What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Mike, full-time Amazon media seller. Today's video is a fun one. I got a bunch of different numbers that I kind of looked at. I'm glad that reselling has become more of a business operation on Amazon. Not anybody can start doing it and have success like you used to be able to when I started back in 2019. And I'm going to throw some numbers out there that might surprise you in a good way, in a bad way. You're probably like, this guy sucks, or this guy is the greatest. If you're interested in making money on Amazon, join the YouTube channel, $2.99. It's the biggest steal in the history of reselling courses slash training slash coaching slash everything. We got a private Discord. Johnny does eBay calls. I do Amazon calls. Johnny also does Amazon calls. We got weekly calls, the Discord, and it pays for itself because GoToLister, you get a discount if you're a member of the channel. So it literally pays for itself. First thing, the first number I'm going to throw out there. How much profit per item do you think I made in the month of August? I'll let you think about it, right? Per item, before my buy cost, before overhead. If I just take my overall, how much Amazon paid me versus how many items I sold, how much profit per item? The answer is, and I'm curious what your profit per item is. If you know how to figure this out, all you got to do is go into your payments, see how much they paid you versus how many items you sold in your business reports. Mine was right above $6.50. I think it was $6.57. Doesn't sound exciting, right? And honestly, it's not exciting. Not at all, right? So you're like, wow, right? That's not a lot of money. Well, when you sell thousands of these units every single month, what I do, right? I sell thousands of these every single month. It can add up pretty quick. So $6.50. Mike, what's your average buy cost? My average buy cost is between 90 and like 95 cents per item. DVDs, I'm usually getting for anywhere from $0.25 to $1 on the higher end, like $2.50. But for the most part, they're right around $1. Books are usually 50 cents for softbacks, $1 for hardbacks. Depending, you know, where I'm at. Doesn't matter the size. Most of my thrift stores, this would be 50 cents. CDs are always at most 50 cents a piece, maybe $1 in some nicer spots. Or if I go to the record store, I pay up. So my average buy cost basically falls a little bit under $1. So every item I send, in theory, I make a $5 bill on, to make this math easy, right? I spend $1 to make $5. I am going to preface this by saying, if Amazon was any harder than it actually is, like, to me, that number would suck, right? Like, it's good, you think about it, right? Like 500% return on your investment. Honestly, all I'm doing is slapping a label on it, right? Everything's same condition, putting it in a box, dropping it off at UPS. You never answer customer questions. You never have to do anything that's, you know, basically intensive. You just pay for the software overhead. So I make $5.50 per item, basically. And as I've been talking here, you guys are probably seeing sales. You guys like to, when I was scrolling through, showing some of my Amazon sales, and you'll see I sell items from $6.49 all the way up to $100 plus, whatever the heck in between. The majority of my sales fall between the $14 and $30 mark. That's kind of my sweet spot. And my whole focus this year, and I'm so glad I did this, is sell through. It's the only thing that matters. If there is a reseller you subscribe to and they taunt and gloat about how many items they have listed on eBay or how many items they have sitting in Amazon, they are losers. Your goal should be to have 0 items. That would mean all of your items have sold. So back in March, I made a change. 2025, the year of sell-through for the used book guy. 100% the best decision I've probably made since I started this business. I literally have no extra fees added on the back end of Amazon. Another fun number I wanted to throw out there, because a lot of you, if you don't sell on Amazon, or maybe you do, you don't know, like, how much are you really paying to store Halloween in Amazon's warehouse on a monthly basis, right? One of the greatest films of all time right here, by the way. This one is also a pretty good one. This one's got Busta Rhymes in it, and He does Kung Fu to Michael Myers. Pretty cheesy, but pretty good. Anyway, how much per DVD, CD, book am I paying personally, all right? In Amazon land, you got your normal storage. Then you have long-term storage. That's anything 6 months plus. And then you also have a storage utilization ratio, which is if you have a bunch of shit that don't sell, they charge you more on top. So in August, I paid $110 for storage overall for everything. I don't pay the surcharge because I have a sell-through of my items. It's only for people that let their shit sit there and never sell. That's not me. I want everything sold. So I paid roughly 2.5 pennies per item for the month to store it. What a steal of a deal. Whenever I see people complaining about storage fees on Amazon, I'm like, do you want to be in this storage unit? Like, do you want to list your own items? Do you want to have to go find where they're at, you know, in your storage unit? 2.5 cents per item all day long. That might seem high to some of you. That might seem low to some of you. For those that wonder, I usually keep an inventory of anywhere between like 4,000 to 6,000 is kind of where I fluctuate, depending on what I'm finding, right? If I look at last week, I sent in 10 boxes. It was mostly books, so it wasn't a high quantity, like 600 somewhere in there. This week, I'm doing 12 boxes. 7 of those boxes are all DVDs, so I'm already above what I did last week. The number fluctuates heavily. It's all just a quantity game and a selling game. You can't do quantity if you're not selling. You have to be aggressive when you set your price initially. You have to be aggressive when you reprice. You got to get out there and just get after it. I hate to say that. I get excited when I find an item, right? And I'm buying this for $1 and I see the sell through, like this sells every day and I'm going to make $5. This used to never excite me. I hated it. I hated the idea of spending $1 to make $5. But when I see that this is going to sell right away, and I have the cash flow now, right? This is different. If you don't have cash flow, you're new. You got to be a little bit more picky and choosy. But even then, I would still challenge you to get the faster selling items so you can grow your cash flow. I personally can't spend all of the money I make from the business back on inventory because I don't have enough sources. So what excites me is when I can turn my money super duper fast. That's all I've been doing this year. I'm literally turning and burning through inventory as fast as I can. Selling, I told you guys, right? I have 4,000 or 5,000 units. I think last month I was close to like 4,200, and I sold well over 1,000 units last month. I'm selling 25% of my inventory every single month, which is absolutely insane for media. I mean, think about it. We sell junk that takes forever to sell, right? And I'm selling 25% of my inventory every single month. I'm kicking ass and taking names. The numbers might not sound exciting. I know. You all see a $5 bill and you're like, hey, don't pick that up. And I'm like on the ground grabbing at it, right? Like, I changed my mindset around sell-through because that's how the bank account goes up. And I promise you, if you do focus on sell-through, your bank account will also go up. I've seen nothing but good things. And listen, if for some reason you decide to get super aggressive with pricing and repricing, and the money is just too much for you to handle, you can go back to letting your shit sit there and never selling. I promise you. But the amount of people that come back and are like, yo, dude, my stuff's selling too fast. I got too much money coming in right now. I need to pump the brakes on the cash flow, is zero. And I promise you will be the same. Other than that, my life's a mess. I got library. I got bulk DVDs and CD duds. I got Second and Charles. I got Johnny's stuff. When am I sending Johnny this week? I have no idea. Johnny said he wanted all the Bibles. The Spirit of the Border. I don't know. Like, that's what I like about this Johnny guy, right? I just put it in a box and send it on its way. New Latin Grammar. Anything that looks old. This is from 1918. I don't know. He'll try to sell it. Hungry Hill by Daphne du Maurier. Sure I pronounced that wrong. This is from 1943. The Priests Who Rescued Jews, Barchester Towers. I'm all over the place, and it ain't slowing down. One good thing about having a storage unit is I can let all this shit sit here, right, until my next library pickup. But I got more library sales. I've been crushing sales. I've been crushing everything lately. Here goes a pretty cool one. Bible Atlas. Look at this little thing. I really don't think books are cool, but this one seems kind of cool. 1912 by Townsend McCouen. I don't know how the hell to pronounce it, but yeah, sell your stuff. Even if you're on eBay, sell your stuff. That's why I send my stuff to Johnny, because he can sell the best to anybody in the business. I don't want to send my stuff to somebody and it's just going to sit there for years and years and years. If you just tell me, hey, Mike, you made $1 on that, oh, whatever, then at least I made something and it's sold. I never have to see it again. Sell-through needs to be your focus this year. I'm sure you guys seen some pretty miserable $6.49 sales. Get it out of here. If I can't sell it in 6 months on Amazon at the price I send it in at, it is time for it to go away.
Yo, dude, if you just leave the 40-year-old virgin in there until 2028, it'll sell for $19.99.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you will be bankrupt long before you can sell at these ridiculous prices you all try to sell your items at. I know, you're probably like, it's not me, Mike. I swear it's not me. Sure. I seen somebody that listed something for $2.97, lived in Pennsylvania. If I ever see you out on the streets, we're going to have a stern talking, maybe fisticuffs, whatever it may be. Anybody can be a reseller. Don't be a crappy broke reseller like the majority of them. Sell your items. Build a beautiful financial life for you, your family, your cats, your dogs, your lizards, your guinea pigs, your rats. Whatever the hell you have going on is possible through Amazon. I will talk to y'all in next week's What Sold Rambling. I don't know. Do something with your resale business so you make money video. Bye-bye.